What up YouTube? We are back training chest. So today is a special day because today is technically the start of my growth season. So I'm gonna explain to you guys the game plan behind the growth season. This is where Axel is gonna be the lowest class of pros to being a good pro. So that's the goal this growth season, is actually leveling up my physique in the right places so I can now not get destroyed on stage and be somewhat competitive, and we'll go from there. So step one, we're gonna do chest, and I'm gonna explain to you guys my whole game plan so you know what the journey is gonna be about. So right now I am starting chest with some flies. After a show, you'll have a little bit more inflammation because you're eating a lot of different things. So you will feel like your shoulders hurting a little bit more, your elbows hurting a little bit more. So I do prefer starting with a fly just so I can warm up properly, and then I can go into my compound exercises. So at the start of the growth season, what you have to keep in mind is we go to the bottom and we slowly increase over time. So you try to do the least to get the most, because your body's gonna grow with anything that you're doing. All right, so we're gonna start at 2 sets, couple exercises. Eventually we're gonna add a set, we're gonna add an exercise, and then we're gonna just blast volume at the end. So right now we're starting at ground zero, making sure my form is clean, making sure my workout, mind muscle connection is on point, and then we just add things here and there so we can get bigger, fuller, rounder, and yeah. First exercise, I'm gonna start with a pec deck. I'm gonna do a different grip. I'm gonna focus on getting my upper chest engaged first. So I am aiming higher with my grip. So what I like to do every time I'm doing a press or a fly, wherever I go, it's gonna target the muscle fiber. So if I go low, it's gonna be lower chest. So what I'm trying to do in terms of upper chest, I'm trying to aim at my forehead. All right, if you go here, just this slight motion, you're gonna feel your upper chest flexing, and that's exactly what we want. Some people is a little bit higher, some others is lower. So just touch your upper chest and see where it flexes the most. For me, it's right here, exactly at my forehead. So I'm gonna start with this, and then we're gonna do a couple presses in terms of incline, because I saw my physique on stage, and you're not flexing as a man's physique, you're just standing there. So you gotta make sure you got the line on the clavicle. You gotta make sure you look like an anime character. In order to do that, you gotta do a lot of upper chest. So I'm down for that, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. Feels really, really good. Starting with flies as a pre-exhaust right now is my sweet spot. Once I'm gonna have a little bit more calories in my body, I will probably start with a compound exercise at first. But let me tell you, starting with a fly first, mentally you get that connection, you get that burn, so it feels like everything's just working properly. Let me know in the comments if you're someone who likes doing flies before presses or presses before flies. All right, so the goal is to have the proper growth season. So in order to have a proper growth season, you gotta make sure that you write down your lifts. The only reason is that you stay accountable, and let me tell you, back in the days, I used to put my lifts in, and eventually I stopped. I was like, nah, I just gotta go hard in the gym. But every time I do put the weights, the thing in my app, then I realize, like, you did 13 reps last week. Now I'm competing against myself. Motherfucker, he goes hard. So trying to get 13 reps, sometimes I'm struggling, but I get 14. But I know without that, I would have probably get 12. So having this in my phone, just making sure like, yo, Axel last week did 13. What you gonna do now? You can only do 14, or make sure the form is better, or add something. More time under tension, contract better. Make sure that you're going up somewhere. Make sure you're just moving forward. And if you are, you'll see progress in your physique. All right, guys, we are back to this machine. This is the legendary machine. This machine proved to Mark that I was a man. This machine made me a good lifter, because people underestimate the men's physique strength. Well, today, boys, your boy is the weakest ever, because we gotta make sure the form is clean. We gotta make sure the execution is perfect. So we're not gonna look at the weight too much. We're just gonna make sure that we do better than last week. That's all that matters. And last week I only did 2 plates for 12 reps, which is embarrassing, but it is what it is. So today we're gonna do at least better. So 2 plates for 13, or add a little bit of weight and do 10 reps. That would be the goal. What I'm also doing this year is I'm making sure that the bench is a little bit higher. So when I start a contraction, I get pretty much an overall chest execution, and I end, like I said, at my forehead. I used to go a little bit higher, lower with my bench. That was putting too much pressure on my front delts. Maybe that's why my upper chest wasn't growing properly, but we're making sure this year that we're on point. We're strong. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm feeling good today, boys. So I did 2 plates for 12 reps. That's pretty bad. But let's be honest, the goal is to improve. So let's do 2 plate 25 and let's see what I can do. According to my book, I should be at least doing 10. If I do 11, we're talking business. Oh. So according to my counting, I got 12 reps. I'm not really accurate when I count usually, but I think we're doing progress. I was supposed to get like 10, I think 10 or 11. I got 12, so we're doing good. We're growing. So according to Mark, we're still looking good right now. We're like 10 weeks post-show, and I'm 6 pounds over my stage weight, which is good, which is what I said I was gonna do. Also, I have something in my notebook of me during prep telling myself, Axel, in the future, do not go over 230 pounds. There's no reason for me to be 237 pounds. It's not muscle. And let me tell you, if your goal is a weight, just stop it. It's just ego. Your goal should be quality muscle. If you only look at the scale to tell you if you're doing good, you're gonna be lost in ego. I've done this 10 years. Like, I'm telling you, let's go to 250. Then you're 250, you're fat. You're like, okay, I'm 250. You lean down, you gain 1 or 2 pounds of muscle. It's not worth it. Don't even think about the weight. Just, are you progressing? Mindset shift. All right, so we're exercise number 3. We're gonna do this beautiful machine. If you haven't conversion chest press machine at your gym, please give it a try, because it's probably one of the best contractions you'll ever have. It's pretty much a press with a little bit of fly in there, so you get both contraction. So what we're gonna do is 2 sets still. Last week we did 140 for about 6 reps, which was horrible. So this week we're getting at least 8 or 10. That's like the minimum. And the most important thing is to make sure that my form stays the same from rep number 1 to rep number 10. And if I want to get some cheat reps at the end, which I won't count into my reps, I'll do that. But the goal is to keep form as clean as possible as long as I can. It's the most important thing. I think I got like 12 reps, maybe 13 reps. Felt really, really good. But boys, we're starting at the ground right now. Making sure, like I was doing 1 plate with barbell rows. I used to do like 3 plates, but was the contraction as good as right now? I don't think so. So I got called out by Mark. He looked at the weight that I was lifting and he's like, you're hella weak right now. So I took that very, very, very personal. Increased the weight by like 35%. just to show him I ain't no bitch. This machine, it felt way lighter than what it actually used, well, what it looks like. The other set I did like 130s for like 15 reps. Here I did like, what, 170? 170 for like 11 reps. I feel like I went so light the first set that it's not, I didn't even muscular gassed out. I just gassed out. Now I did heavier, which didn't really feel that heavy because this machine is like weird, but it felt much better. So you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm just gonna try another set, even heavier, while looking at Mark in the eyes, full eye contact with Mark, and ask him, how many reps can you do? I'll do 2 more. Oh, how much was that? So plus tax, we got 15 reps. With the edits, I probably got 16 reps, boys. That was way more reps than I expected. I told you, this machine is fake. If you think you're strong, this machine is not the real shit. Because I did 170 for the same amount of reps. Math. So I did 12 reps today. We're gonna do the same video 3 months from now. If I don't do 15 reps or minimum, it's gonna be, I'm gonna get myself in the room and start punching myself because we gotta level the fuck up. All right, exercise number 4, we're gonna do dumbbell presses. Really wanna keep some dumbbell presses into my program. The main reason why I love to have dumbbell presses, one, at any gym that you will go, there's gonna be dumbbells. So at least have an exercise that you can progress overload that you can utilize in any gym. So we're gonna do dumbbell press. We're gonna do 2 different styles. We're gonna do a regular press just to see where I'm at for my overall chest. And then we're gonna change the angle of my elbow upward. And I'm gonna start aiming a little bit higher. It's like more a guillotine press style, which is gonna really work onto my upper chest to the clavicle. Every time I do this exercise, boys, I'm telling you, I'm getting such a deep activation into my upper chest. It feels like we found the secret. It feels like I found what Goku has been doing in the hyperbolic time chamber for 20 years. So this is what I'm gonna do, trying to get a massive chest with that superset. I'm gonna do 105 dumbbells minimum, because if I lift less than that, Mark said that he wasn't gonna play the video. So we're gonna have to do some manly weights or else we're not gonna have any clips for today's video. Let's get it. Make sure you get the shoulder. Make sure you get this on camera. All right, boys, so let me tell you my game plan for this year. So after doing pretty bad at my first pro show, somebody contacted me on Instagram and he was like, you were better than what you showed on stage, and we're gonna make sure that we can see the main judge, which is Tyler, and see what he thinks of your physique and what you should do in the future. So what we're gonna do, I'm not putting out names yet, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be preparing to go to Pittsburgh pro, but not as a competitor, just going there and showing my physique at its peak to the main judge. Also, I've never seen a pro show before. I'm a pro, but I've never actually seen pros compete. So we're gonna go there for a week. We're gonna see pros, we're gonna chill with Carlos, we're gonna chill with Ali, we're gonna chill with a good amount of pros. We're gonna see the pro show, just so my mind can understand, like, this is how good we need to be. After that, I do believe we're gonna have the knowledge needed to continue forward. I don't know if I'm gonna be competing this year. I know one thing is that I'm doing step by step at my own pace to become the best version I can be. So next up, it's Pittsburgh. All right, boys, this is gonna be the last exercise for my chest routine. We're gonna do my double special superset. This superset gets my chest moist. It gets my chest just happy. I see a smile on my chest every time I do this exercise. Why? Because I'm killing my lower chest. After that, you feel the mid chest getting completely destroyed. We change the grip and we kill the upper chest. The whole chest is just chilling because it knows that the week after it's gonna be bigger and we get a chance to redo it all over again. Let's get it. Whoa, that's so good. Amazing. I'm saying this right now, this is by far my favorite chest exercise. This cable is just pure. That's all I gotta say. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 sets. I'm gonna do a superset, but I will wait 10 to 15 seconds before doing the other exercise, just so I can breathe a little bit. And then I'm gonna do just a superset of tricep. We might film it, we might not film it, because it's a secret superset, so I don't know if I wanna share it just yet. I'm just joking, we're gonna film it. And then that's gonna be it. So let's kill it and let's end it strong. Hallelujah. This superset is beautiful. If you get this exercise properly, what you have to keep in mind is tension in the elbows, and you just bring your arm forward and try to aim at your forehead again. This motion, putting your elbow in, it's gonna flex your chest. It's pretty much like doing this for your bicep. Contraction is beautiful. It goes all the way to the fibers, all the way to the clavicle. I'm telling you, if you really try to build a nice physique, you gotta make sure that you're aware what everything is doing. And this superset hits the spot. All right, boys, it's time to build the tricep. So we're gonna do something very simple. We're gonna do a circuit of 4 different exercises. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some closed grip bench press with just a regular bar. After that, we're gonna do skull crushers. After that, 10 more seconds, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna do some kickbacks, dumbbell kickbacks. 10 more seconds later, I'm gonna do some bitch bench, some dip bench as much as I can, and then that's gonna be 1 set. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of that, and then that's gonna be it for today's workout. So as you can see, the volume is pretty low. I'm not doing too many exercises, but what I am seeing is I'm seeing progress, and that's the only thing that matters. When you're an advanced lifter or you've been in the gym for a couple of years, you just wanna go all in, that you forget what actually matters. And what matters is that you have to improve every single session. So if you're going too hard and you're not recovering enough, eventually you're slowing your own gains by trying to go harder, which is weird. So take a step back, do a deload, take a week off, then slowly write down your lifts and go from there. Try to improve, lower the volume, lower everything, and you're gonna see you're stronger, your sleep is better, your digestion is better, and then you start to improve. So don't try to do too much, just do the right things. And let's go do triceps. That's a killer. This little circuit works so well for making sure I'm progressing with my tricep, which has been a big, weak body part for me, and not doing too much that it just starts hurting my elbow. So boys, that was the whole workout. Hopefully the video is not too long and you managed to make it till the end. If you did, you're a beast. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna do a couple of videos. This is like the road to Pittsburgh, but just not as a competitor, because we're not there yet. We're gonna make sure we improve the back, the overall flow, and I gotta get information on my mind on what a pro actually looks like. So we have to see a pro show before, gather information, and then we're gonna start a prep later on. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one. Whew.